was your view on the game?
A little bit disappointed with our performance, but when it's a cup game, obviously the overall desire of a cup game and your outcome is to win the game of football. And the Youth Cup is probably the biggest game of the season for the 18s. So yeah, happy to get through to the second qualifying round now. Yeah.
How did the boys perform?
Yeah, like I just touched upon, we weren't great. We need to be better than that if we want to go further in the competition. It's probably our poorest performance, probably for about 14 months or so, I'd say. We weren't great. But what we did have, we had that grit and determination that you need at certain times in the season, where if you're not at your best, you can still win games of football, and that's what we were last night. We were clinical in our chances, and I thought we defended okay at times. Obviously, we needed the help from Maka, but that's why you have a goalkeeper like that in golfing.
You also had a game today, first league game of the season. How did that go?
Yeah, all right. Because we won the league last year, a lot of the teams have recognised that, and we come up against Drayton Norton side today, who they're Reds, who finished nearer the bottom last season. So we knew it was a fixture that we should be winning. And their tactics sort of showed a little bit of respect to us with the fact of 11 men behind the ball for the whole game, and we had to try and break them down. There's times we probably didn't play at the right tempo, which probably allowed them to sit in a good shape and be difficult to break down. When we did, we showed the class, and when you got players like Rodders and Lucas and Ollie, playing, it just becomes easy at times because you find one pass and they're in, and one chance and they'll score. So when we got the quality players on the pitch we have, it was going to be easier today because of the fact that we created the opportunity to score goals.
So it seems like you have good depth in the squad with having two different squads last night and then today. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, obviously that was a massive thing. I think last season we were stretched with the fact of the Youth Cup side. Last year was very similar to the league side, so we didn't start off well last year in the league, and it meant we were catching up all the time. But this year, with a lot of the second years from last year, third years now staying on, it allowed us to now have two really good competitive squads. We've got over 40 players, so it's our job as well as the coaching staff to make sure they all get the proper game time that they want and need. So that's been good, but we put two competitive teams out. We've won 2 games out of 2. Probably not our best performances on both days, but we've scored 7 goals over the 2 days and only conceded 1, and that being a penalty. So that's pleasing. The squad looks in good shape. Loads of different options all over the park. There's players who, there's an abundance of players that can play a variety of positions, and the squad looks in really good shape heading into next week with 2 more league games.
It's the FA Youth Cup draw on Friday. Who are you hoping for in the draw?
Anyone. We'll have a look and we'll take anyone. That's the look of the draw. Last year, this round we had, I think, Bottisford Town. You can play anyone. We played Hellzone last year. Anyone. Anything, to be honest. I would like to go. Stamford is still in it, so that'd be nice to have. It's not obviously it's a big rivalry in case of the first teams and stuff, and in the youth level we haven't really had any rivalries. So it would be nice potentially to get Stamford or a Kings Lynn or someone like that, but we'll take anyone who we put up against.